This week, a runaway macaque monkey becomes an internet sensation, scaling an electric fence to escape his troop.
It's believed that he escaped potentially because of rising tensions around the breeding season.
As I travel to Scotland to report on this epic search and rescue mission.
Getting a dart into him is going to be really, really difficult. We're going to have to be between 20 to 15 metres.
I'm Dr. Scott. And this is Rescue Vet. It's a cold February morning deep in the Scottish Highlands, and whilst all may seem quiet, press teams, mountain rescue, camera specialists, locals and zoo teams are descending on the picturesque village of Kincraig, all in the name of one runaway monkey called Honshu. And as part of my role on British TV show This Morning, I too am packing my bags and making the 500-mile trip to report on the story, and I wanted to bring you along on the journey too. Well, it's not every day that a monkey escapee roams the Scottish forests. He's even become an internet sensation, with memes and AI images of the now nicknamed King Kong going viral. I've arrived at the Highlands Wildlife Park where Honshu, a Japanese macaque, lived with his troop of 36 other monkeys.
He only escaped on Sunday, so he's actually been out of the enclosure for just 4 days. And it's hopeful that he will just simply return because he'll be getting a little bit hungry, and locals have been asked to bring in food bins and bird feeders because that's where he's been spotted rampaging to try and get some food. And we're just hoping that with a bit of hunger he might just return. Also the sounds of his troop. It's believed that he escaped potentially because of rising tensions around the breeding season, and being that he's a sub-adult, he won't have that sort of position in the hierarchy to be safe and secure. So he's managed to scale this fence, which is really high, and it's electrified at the top. So it's a hell of a story. He is a snow macaque, so we're hoping that he is dealing with this weather absolutely fine, as are his buddies who are all around here. You can see they're sort of hanging out, enjoying themselves, doing a little bit of foraging. And the guy has been spotted in a number of different places. He has been present in Kincraig, which is a local village. He's been as close as 200 metres from the perimeter fence and up to 6.5 kilometres away. We're using drones to try and find him. There's sort of heat-seeking binoculars that are being used as well. So loads of great tech, loads of amazing people working on this. And they're just sort of hoping that although they have got people with dart guns ready, the terrain's pretty tricky to navigate. So they're just hoping that he might just come back. Fingers crossed.
It's a huge operation to bring Honshu home safely. It's very rare for an animal to escape like this, but the team are trained for this exact scenario. And Keith, operations manager at Highland Wildlife Park, is coordinating the search efforts, carefully plotting every sighting and call to their hotline. The surrounding highlands where Honshu is now exploring is a remote area of Scotland. Terrain is difficult and visibility poor. So Ben, a specialist drone operator, has been volunteering alongside the park staff for the past 4 days to try and sight the great escapee from the sky. The plan for today: to divide and conquer. Keith and his team are heading to the area of a possible recent sighting as Ben sets up a base in another new location. Using the latest in drone technologies, including thermal imaging, Ben is able to catch sightings of the small monkey over the past few days. As recent as yesterday, Ben tracked the monkey for 45 minutes. This invaluable footage not only helps to plot Honshu's movements, but gives the park team the reassurance that he's okay and in good health. Unfortunately, every sighting so far has been amongst dense forest, making it impossible for the team to get close enough to safely use a tranquilizer dart. So for now, the team have just had to make do with the comfort of knowing that at least Honshu appears healthy and unharmed. But his welfare and the public's their number one priority. Keith is trying everything to get the monkey home safe.
So we're just going to take a quick run out in the truck to see if we can pick up any signs of our missing macaque. We had a sighting this morning that put him quite close to the park. Or what we're very wary of is if he's in the local area and he's trying to get back to the enclosure, we don't want to dissuade him, so we don't want to put ourselves between him and the park. Getting a dart into him is going to be really, really difficult. We're going to have to be between 20 to 15 metres close to him. And that's in really challenging terrain. If it's not boggy, it's steep. If it's not steep, it's rocky. If it's not rocky, it's thick underbrush. So actually tranquilising him is going to be very difficult. We're certainly willing to attempt that if he's in the right situation. So it's just trying to get him back, and we're doing everything that we can, really. Yeah, I doubt very much he would be sitting out in the middle of a open field. So far he's been keeping to the cover of trees, so I wouldn't expect that to change really. And there's certainly a lot of trees leading up and surrounding the park, so his way back in, there's plenty of opportunity for him to take advantage of, to get back in there. It was one of the construction workers on site. Just happened to be looking out across this way and managed to pick him up. I think in the trees just along here, but we were watching from the visitor centre and we did see a lot of activity from the macaques in the enclosure along this back fence line, which could be an indication that he's moving back and forth along that little strip of trees there.
I'm just going to go up round the corner to see if he's over the field. Right.
Aye, okay.
It was down that corner where that white sign is.
Where the white sign is?
Yeah, there's a white sign on the corner.
Yeah, I got you.
We don't believe that he's a threat to people or to animals, but they have got teeth and they're semi-wild animals, so they can get scared and they can bite. So we do say, though, to anyone that sees him to not try and approach him.
Nothing so far.
The wildlife park is situated in a close community, with local residents offering their support for the mission. Everyone's hoping for Honshu's safe return.
Thank you. He's got to be by now, yeah. But that's what's going to drive him back.
He wasn't far from the park this morning. He was spotted just, you see the strip of trees that runs down the drivestone wall, just at the bottom there. And when the workers came in, they just pushed him across the corner of the field. So he's made his way back.
A few days, I think we just got to be patient. It's a good 5 or 6 day wait, I think. Becky, see that telephone pole with the gate at the bottom of it?
Yeah.
There's.
Do you want to go on this?
I have difficulty seeing down
here?
that. To the right of the top of that telephone pole, there's something warm
pigeon.
Is it?
Yes.
All right, there you go.
The thermal heat cameras pick up every heat source in the forest. But with such a wildlife-dense area, not every heat source found is the missing monkey.
All right, no worries. Yeah, I think that's a heron.
If there's one thing that will tempt an animal to come out of hiding and return home, that's food. So the team have a plan to lure the runaway monkey back to the park.
Keith to Vicky. Hey, Vicky, what time are you going to be doing another whistle and feed for the macaques?
I can do it any time now, any time from 3 onwards. Would you like me to do it now?
Yeah, if you could, it would be interesting to see how audible it is from out here.
Yeah, okay, just give me 10 minutes, I'll be down there, I'll get that done.
All right, cool, thank you. Yeah, definitely. The whole troop of macaques have been conditioned to come running for food when they hear us blowing a whistle at certain times of the day, so it's called a recall. So if anything's ever going on, we can quickly get them inside. And we've been relying on that a little bit when there's been sightings close by. We'll do a whistle and feed in the hopes that he's able to hear it and that conditioning kicks in and brings him home. But it would be interesting to find out how far from the park that whistle is audible. I'm guessing we will be able to hear it from here, which is more comforting than anything else.
If the team can hear the recall whistle, there's a chance that Honshu might too, increasing the possibility of him returning to the park himself.
They are, a social species. They're used to having other members of their species around them. So I'm hoping that's also a drive for him to make it back. And it's certainly going in that direction. The past couple of days he's been getting closer and closer, so with any luck that's exactly what he'll do. Go ahead, Robbie.
That's me going into the extensions, just to put food in. I'm going into the extension doing one. Over. Yeah, that's me going into extension 1. Then 1 in extension.
Okay, thanks, Robbie.
Do you know what it was? A red squirrel.
Was it really, yeah?
It's just a red squirrel in that tree. You see the tree, there's a long branch going up like that, a brown one on that tree there in the middle.
Yep.
And pick up the heat source of it.
Oh, yeah.
Red squirrels, herons and pigeons spotted, but there's still no monkey. Even with the temptation of food, Honshu is proving elusive today, despite everyone's efforts. So Keith's team decide to relocate their search to a nearby forest, hoping their luck will improve.
Oh well.
To this bit.
That's it, yep, that's it right there. Yeah, this is near where the drone picked him up yesterday.
Still no sign of Honshu. Keith heads back to Operation Headquarters, well, the park, to plot their next course of action. everyone's waiting desperately for any news, including myself, when suddenly Keith gets a call.
So very exciting news, and that Kingusi Kong has been found in a local garden, and the good news is that he is safe, he's well. It's wonderful news.
Now the team had the challenging job of capturing the runaway. This is the first opportunity the team have to use the tranquilizer dart, as Honshu is in a safe enclosed area of a local garden, helping himself to a bird feeder. Told you food would be the way to his heart. Ben is at the garden, using the drones and thermal imaging cameras to inform the specialist darting team on Honshu's exact location. It's a tense moment back at the park as we all wait for news of this incredible rescue operation. Shot lined up, the tranquilizer dart is fired. To everyone's relief, it's a good shot, and a sleepy Honshu is now sedated and able to be safely rescued and brought back to the park. No more escape acts for this brave, intrepid traveller. And it's celebrations all round.
You couldn't initially find it. It was hiding in a sort of alcove and then raiding the bird feeder, coming back.
Right. Okay.
then,
So he's found a little bit of sort of cover. It was
Yeah, he thought,
a little bit out of the wind.
he was there. So, and yeah,
So
so
the perfect spot to be able to then send in the dart team.
yeah, perfect. And then we managed to sort of film and monitor the situation, make sure all went well.
Yeah, because I suppose the big thing is the safety of the animal, and so for you to be able to be the eyes in the sky while they were darting, because at any point he could run into a road or do anything and cause himself injury.
It was certainly the best position the guys have had,
Yes.
for getting back to. So yeah, no, they did brilliantly. The keepers, they got it, and yeah, perfect opportunity there.
And that's
why I
right.
could run off.
Well, it must be an amazing view for you as well. Like, you must feel like you're sort of a spy watching this kind of amazing animal drama unfold right in front of you.
It's essentially an operation. You're sort of. I'm seeing the full picture at all times, so you can see when something moves, and you see how other people move. So you're seeing it on thermal. You see the whole operation.
It's a real coordinated team effort.
It was good.
And with the great results, he's back and he's safe.
It's good. Yeah, he's perfect. Yeah.
Amazing. Well, your smile speaks volumes.
Go to sleep now.
Mission monkey accomplished.
Honshu is still a little sleepy from the tranquilizer dart, but recovering well. He's had a full checkover by the team here. He's in great health and hasn't even lost any weight. And the reason for that? The vast amount of peanuts that they found on X-ray in his stomach. Turns out he's quite the scavenger.
The longer it went on, the more concern we had for his welfare, so I'm so happy that we've got him back now.
Quite a surreal week for everybody here at the park.
Oh, surreal is one word for it. Yeah, very, very surreal, but I'm just glad we've got a good resolution at the end.
I mean, it's just such a team effort, and also, like, it feels like a military pincer move.
We headed him off at the pass.
Yeah, and like had him at his weak spot, which is the bird feeder.
And given how far he can move and how quickly,
Keith or the monkey?
both when they're stressed.
The keepers had to obviously dart in, which was the safest way to go, and I appreciate the jeopardy of doing that on a semi-wild animal in an area where there's no real enclosure. So
That's right.
this was a moment where you felt that it was the safest opportunity to strike. Is that right?
Absolutely, yeah, and we wouldn't have done that without Ben's backup with eyes in the sky, because as you say, it's open country. When that dart goes in him, he's going to take off running, and given the nature of the country, it's going to be difficult for people to keep up with him, keep it in line of sight. But
Yeah.
with the drone above him, that was all taken care of.
But that's the real danger, isn't it? Because if you have an anaesthetised animal and it goes running into the bush and you can't see it from above and you guys can't follow it, then the animal potentially could die.
That's right. Aside from that, the location of where he is, he's far away from any of the major roads. So once he takes off with that dart in him, there's no traffic to worry about. So the stars were in alignment.
It was an incredible thing to see in real life. We've seen some strange things, but that one, a monkey running about a residential house in the Cairngorms was, that's a new one.
Yeah. And now you've got this guy back safe and sound. I'm sure you're all going to celebrate with a wee dram tonight.
Or 6.
Or 6 for sure. And I suppose like now reintroducing him back to the family and hope that he's well received and that whatever stress caused this in the first place is dissipated. Maybe they'll open their arms again to him.
We'll have to wait and see, but we'll keep him under medical observation first, make sure he's recovered and fit before we do anything with introductions.
Well, thanks so much, both of you.
Can you imagine the stories he's going to have to tell?
Can you imagine? Oh God, the bird feeders in King Craig, they are top notch.
Yeah. 5 stars.
Yeah.
What an amazing team effort. A truly happy ending. Since Honshu's great escape, Highland Wildlife Park made the decision that it's best for him to have a fresh start with a new troop. So he's been moved to Edinburgh Zoo, where is fitting in well and is much happier. And so far, there's been no grand escape attempts. Thanks so much for watching. Please do give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel to help me help more rescue animals here on Rescue Vet. Bye for now.